What is up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. This is Blue Butterfly Mystic. I'm Kate, and if you are new here, welcome. And if you are not, welcome back. How is everybody doing? I'm hearing this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Okay, so I am going to get started with the crystal card. Just a second. I am like super parched today. Notification. Thank you, Spirit. I know I'm so thirsty. Okay. So we have topaz. This is a collective reading, by the way. You manifest it is a bit of a not stressful. I'm not looking at it like that. Tense. It's a little bit tense today for me. So if I confirmation, if I seem a little, it's because there's a lot going on, but I still wanted to get y'all's message out. Okay. So we have topaz. It says, who needs it? Anyone burning A, the midnight oil, B, a candle at both ends, C, bridges, or D, all of the above. Where to put it? Wherever the action needs to happen. When to use it? When you're aiming in the right direction, but you keep misfiring. Passion is totally as what? Indispensable, but you're not careful with it. It might burn you up. Call on topaz to transform wild obsessions into laser-like focus and burning desires into getting things done. Increase your firepower. All right. So 37 is significant. Okay. It's hard for me to explain what these messages are without telling you how I got them. Okay. We're going to talk about synchronicities real quick, okay? All right, let me get my... So, that's what I need. If you don't have sage and Palo Santo, you should. Spirit says. I'm just going to use this one that's dressed because it's a little bit faster. All right. So, my nose is itching. Confirmation. If you take notice to something, okay, you happen to look at it, there's a reason. There's no such thing as coinkydinks. All right. With that being said, this is not a, I don't know. Everybody thought that I was like some hippy dippy, whatever that means. But I'd lost my damn mind. Everybody thought I lost my mind when I got spiritual. I didn't lose my mind. Synchronicities are a very important part of Carl Jung's theory. Okay. Okay. So I say there's no such thing as coincidence. I believe the term he used was meaningful coincidence, but that's probably because he couldn't, I don't say he couldn't come up with another way to describe it, but to help people wrap their minds around it. Okay. It's when things that are just seemingly completely unrelated, they become related. Let me tell you, one of my favorite things to do is to put things that don't go together. It's my favorite. Because I'm like, look what I did. I made that. Like, I love mashups, songs. I love being the underdog. I really do. Okay. So, Spirit wants me to give you the example. Okay. There are so many times, personally for me, where I'll be driving down the road listening to a song, and then all of a sudden, like, the street sign is a word that I'm reading at the same time that it's being sung on the radio. I'm like, how does that happen? That word was supposed to stick out. There was a day my friend was over here and I was reading a quote, had my back towards them, reading a quote, and then I said something about balloons lifting off, and they had a bunch of balloons on something that they were looking at, and I was like, I can't make this shit up. I'm taking it. If you take notice to it, okay, it's significant. Non-casual connecting is a principle between, thank you, Spirit, confirmation, between internal and psychological states of mind and external events that feel magically related. But manifestation happens collectively. So this is why what's happening in my life will somewhat resonate with you. Even if it's not the same exact way, it's the same overall lesson. It's the same principle or umbrella, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm dealing with a karmic relationship in one person, it's all of them, but it could be somebody else differently in a different relationship for you, or the same. You never know. Seeing synchronicities, it helps us realize the power of our minds, because when you take notice, when you put focus on something, you're manifesting. What's happening in the right now moment, that's old news, because what you did back there is what is manifesting right now. What you're doing right now is going to manifest what's happening going forward. Okay. I ask all the time for clear and concise messages. Okay. They're giving me, if there's another universe, please make some noise. Give me a sign. This can't be life if there's a point to losing love, repeating pain. It's all the same. I hate this place, stuck in this paradigm. Don't believe in paradise. This must be what hell is like. There's got to be more, got to be more. Sick of this head of mine. Intrusive thoughts, they paralyze. Nirvana's not as advertised. There's got to be more. Been here before. Ooh, Spirit also wants me to tell you. Okay. That song might be significant. It's called Saturn. Dreaming of Saturn. Okay. Moving forward. Oh, crap. I lost it. Oh, okay. Got it back. So I have the Wild Unknown archetype deck. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful card. Wonderful author, by the way. She's got multiple decks and books, and this is probably why I'm telling you this, because I already know what I'm going to say next. Okay. Um, so I did a intuitive pull where I was literally like, when I picked up this deck, I was only going to pull the bottom card. It's always a message. And Spirit was like, nope, all three off the bottom. And I was like, all right. Then I hear the top. And I'm like, dang. And then I had to flip it over to see what was on the bottom. And then I had 5 cards. And then I wanted a clarifying row to go underneath of it to help me understand each position better, even though this was totally supposed to be a 1-card pool. Okay. Then, so I'm looking at these 10 cards, and I can see how the bottom row could totally clarify the top row. But I could also see how the first 5 snake back around and continue with the 6th one that's underneath the first position. So then I was like, ooh, let's pull a bridging energy. So I put one in between each one to bridge it together. Well, let me tell you that by the time I was done, I'm hearing knock knock. By the time I was done, I had made 5 rows down, and then each column was a brand new 5-card spread. It was insane. And the way that the colors weaved together, it was like it started out in the top right corner, which was like, I believe the card was the riddle, and which is like the secret of life, setting you out on a journey, something to figure out. I'm hearing incubation, the literal birth story. And then once it got to the bottom right, that's like where I'm headed, was full of rainbows, and it was beautiful. Okay. It was like a very spiritual moment for me. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because we were talking about synchronicities. Something about New Jersey. Either you're from New Jersey, or you're moving to New Jersey, or you live in New Jersey right now. Okay. Okay, taking notice to things. Oh, so that spread led me on this whole rabbit hole. Okay. And at the end of the actual reading of the cards, I look over and I see this one card, and I had pretty much, I used every single card in the deck except for one. It was the unseen, which is like our family or our ancestors behind the veil. I was like, that was divine intervention. And so I sat there and I looked at it, and I was picking my cards up and I was shuffling them back in. And when I split the deck, I had the underworld and I had the poet. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's accurate. Those are my tools. Because when I descend into my own personal underworld to figure out, examine, and transmute my own pain, I figure it out, and then I come tell you guys. I'm like, you guys, listen to this. I use I'm seeing Ariel. And now I'm hearing Snow White. I'm wishing for the one I love to find me today. I'm hoping. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the rest of those are. That's really, really weird right now. Somebody's like sucking it right out of my brain. Okay. Moving on. This always happens to me. I'll get going off on something else and then I'll lose where I was. It just takes me a second. Okay. Anyways, long story short, underneath the underworld was the shadow, and excuse me, underneath the poet was the siren. And I was like, man, those are very, like, they resonate with me a lot. And I look at those archetypes specifically as tools. And for those of you that don't know, not only synchronicities, but archetypes are also a part of Carl Jung's psychological, like his therapy theory, whatever you want to call it. So I get to thinking about this. And not only do I see these cards in a linear sense, but I'm like, to me personally, and the way that these cards are, it's like the elements, my personal brand of these elements, right? So I stayed up all night. I was so excited. I stayed up all night long. Notification: Virgo, destiny. You might be a Virgo. I've been waiting for a Virgo. I don't know why I said that out loud. Anyways, what the hell, Spirit? I keep being stopped. It's so weird. Anyways, if I can get this freaking story, I can feel my face getting flushed. I have birthed these products. I'm digitizing them. I want physical copies, but I'm going to make ebooks. One is going to be, okay, so like, I'm very eclectic, and I know that I use this term, but it's basically, I just believe that life is what you make it, and life is what makes you happy. And so if you like this ritual from here, and you like this principle from here, and you like this meditation from here, so what? So what? Do it. Do it. Hashtag do it. I don't see a problem with that. Spirit says that this is something that I just realized that I was struggling with. It's like I didn't know that I knew. We have to stop feeling ashamed for wanting to live like others. People think you're weird. People think you're snobby or know-it-all or pushover, or they're just going to keep trying you. I might be full of source energy, and I do all the time ask, what would Jesus do? I really do. But here's the thing, is that this is not the era where Jesus lived at all. I don't know if it's worse or better, but Jesus himself can't come down here and talk to me sideways. Because, like, I'm telling. Don't do that. And the reason I know this is because I have set my own boundaries in place and put them in motion, and I defend them. You don't get, like, close to me without... I'm so good with energy. It's like I can, like, boop, tap in. Before I started this, I saw 10:57 and 11:03. So 10:57 a.m. and 11:03 a.m. might be significant. Roses. Looking at someone or looking for someone. Okay. I was getting off point. So basically, I said all that to say that I am so grateful for listening to synchronicities, to the divine intervention that happened when I was receiving all of that information. Because, yeah. So, this is the most beautiful part about all of this, okay? So, basically, in my cards, I had like two phases. There was like a break, okay? And I feel like this part of the spread was like before, and I feel like this part of the spread was like from here forward, right? And it mirrored similarly, but it's not the same. I've been in this cycle of opening up, loving people, going too hard for people, sacrificing myself for people, trusting, giving the benefit of the doubt. And it hasn't done so good for me thus far. But with all that being said, that phase is over. And it's over for you too. Okay. Like this point moving forward, I'm hearing the next person that comes with any kind of genuine, that's the difference, genuine love interest. Okay. It's going to be so healing. And confirmation, thank you, Spirit 237. I'm really excited. I'm really excited that I was able to receive all that. And y'all, I'm so excited about my products. I'm trying to make a book where I like put all of my thoughts, the things that I've been doing and following, the practices. Basically, I mean, up until like 2 days ago, I was calling it my field guide, but I came up with a better name. And I also birthed a brand new set of cards that, okay, so if you guys follow me, you guys know that I have like an ass of index cards. Well, I started a new deck, and it is the traditional tarot, except I applied archetypal energy, and they've got like a bunch of information on the back of them. So I want to make like a quick reference guide, which I am in the works of doing, and I want to make a more detailed guidebook for these, and they are already created digitally. So if anybody wanted to buy them, it could be like a digital copy, and you can print them out and use them at home if you wanted. I would like physical ones, but I think we might have to start with the digital ones, at least at first. Anyways, so to go along with that, there is a workbook that goes along with all of these products that has a setup of like 12 months and an archetype assigned to each month and broken down by week, so for this whole month we're working on this one, and it's broken down by week so that it's more flexible, it's not so overwhelming. And anyways, I'm like super duper excited because I'm like this close. Okay. So on the night that this happened, which was the 9th, today is the 11th, I was talking to my daughter, And I just so happened to be talking about something very heavy and very serious. And I'm like shiny squirrel where I forget things. And I have just recently started recording a lot of my conversations with other people knowing, of course. So I was talking to my daughter and I asked her if it was okay for me to record the conversation. Well, during this conversation, we spotted three ladybugs in my room. Okay. It's almost Christmas, y'all. And I don't care if we live in the South. I don't care if it's storming out there right now. Ladybugs, three of them. I've never seen a ladybug in this apartment ever. Okay. So yesterday, I've been just like listening to my intuition. Like, I was told at the top of your feed, there's a message for you. Y'all, there was a video about the spiritual significance of ladybugs that was made 6 months ago by a channel I had never seen before. How did that come into my algorithm? Tell me that. And you can say, oh, they're listening, they're listening. Okay. My opinion. This is my opinion. Okay. If we are conduits of spirit, everything is, in a sense. Why not our devices? Why not the internet? Why? Spirit's been talking to me through my phone this entire time, like consistently, and I have it documented, which I love. I'm really happy about that. So anyways, I wrote down, yeah, using my stupid ladybug. It's not stupid. It's not stupid. Also, my mom calls me Katie Lady or Ladybug or Hurricane Katrina, whatever flavor you'd like. So angel number 396 is significant. It says disconnect and quiet the mind, journal about self-awareness, and do activities that quiet your mind. Spirit wants you to know that it is important that when these synchronicities show up, that you are practicing gratitude for receiving them, for noticing them, for them being put in front of you. Ladybugs are also a symbol of good luck, protection, love and marriage, renewal, heaven, religious messages, and grace, which I thought was, it's my daughter's name. Also, Mother Mary, which for me has a totally different resonance, but because I find all spiritualities and religions to have truths and falsities in them, I always like to get all different sides. So for anybody that doesn't know about, the Christian, which that's how I grew up, side of things, and even for a refresher for myself, I look at this stuff. So Mother Mary was the mother of Jesus. When I was researching this, it says she wants to talk with you. I don't know. That's totally for you and how you choose to handle it. She's the mother to all mankind. She's a symbol of God's love and care for humanity. Oh, also, these were girl ladybugs because they were orange. The boys are red. But orange has to do with creativity, enthusiasm, and spiritual growth. So that takes me to last night. I was feeling so heavy. And I didn't want to hear music. I didn't want to listen to a reading. I didn't even want to listen to vibrations. I don't want to talk. So I started drawing. I suck at drawing. Just out of nowhere, I started using markers. And I don't know why Spirit wants me to show this to you guys, because I was trying to transmute this energy. You see my bunny? My bunny. Nothing is impossible. Stop to breathe. I don't know what's significant about this. So this symbol right here, I believe it said something about transmuting energy after trauma. And that's what this page started as, because I thought it was really beautiful. I saw this like green infinity, which gave me heart chakra energy, but I'm not sure what this is, but something significant. And then star energy, which is also Aquarius. So that might be significant for you. Now, this next picture. So after doing all this drawing, right, like I still feel like I want to blow this state off the side of the, you know what I'm saying, country. I'm frustrated, tired. So I saw something when I was scrolling Pinterest, and when I started drawing, this is what came out. And it is very telling to my mental state last night. Please, dear Lord, don't let this trigger anybody. Bundled up, holding knees, and it's like all this is a mess, and they're like bound. Of course, this was on the back of this page. Out of the peace and pain, I am creating a reality that caters to my healing needs. And I am also trying to start up another channel that is going to be 3222 on the timer, 36, which is also 333. I'm going to start this new channel that is specifically for my creative writing, because when I write creatively, it's rather dark and taboo, whatever that is. I'm not supposed to read. I was going to get it out and read it, but I can't right now. Spirit says no. And I'm not allowed to tell you guys the name of my new channel either. Not until I start working on it. Okay. Trying to think if Spirit wants me to tell you guys anything else. Synchronicities, I tell you. Thank you, Spirit. Emotions are energy. Energy wants to move. When stuck emotions causes stress, the energy is asking you to help it move. I guess it's this one I was supposed to share instead of the other. Thank you, Spirit. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. All right. So I obviously lost my mind and did not put the date or the timestamp on this, which I've been doing this since I was a child. So when I don't do this, it's very odd to me. This is called A Weary Visionary. And this was done last week. I sit and think, try to slow my thoughts. I can't move, but I keep clinging and believing, stomach in knots. Exhausted, yet I can't sleep. No rest, too much to do. The magic spills from my pen, life purpose emerging on cue. Dragons, angels, and butterflies dance playfully about, a battleground of thoughts, speeding, no signs of pause or turnabout. I answered the call. With death I was flirting. Shamelessly, I began to see wounds that I didn't realize were bleeding What the fuck did I just say? I answered the call. Whoa. My phone just like darkened. That was weird. Okay. With death, I was flirting shamelessly. I began to see wounds I didn't realize were bleeding blamelessly. Save them all, one person, one soul at a time. I'd love their demon until I helped them see letting it out is the furthest thing from a crime. The gears of my mental home grind and gnash harshly. I'm so far past the gates, I don't dare return, not even partially. The wisdom from masters, my body a channel for source. A shadow appears to collect with no remorse. Gravity and pressure, catalyst from hell. I emerge as a pearl, a pearl in a clamshell, turbulent and dark, casting light where it dwells, drunk on the truth, the path I newly paved, grieving and turning away as I leave the past ablaze. She writes her future. From the deep she will rise. Self-surrender she shows. The world transformation. The earth's been waiting for her to revolutionize. I did that. And I'm really proud. And even though there's a lot of things going on that are very, very heavy right now, I trust me and I trust spirit. And I don't have time in this video because holy shit, it's almost 40 minutes long. And if you have stuck around this long, by the way, kudos to you, because I have a very hard time listening to readings that are more than 30, but so I'm about to drop it. But thank you for being here. I hope that any of my craziness helped you. The synchronicities, my creative writing, my inspiration to make products for my business. Which, by the way, if you want to donate to this channel, I have my Cash App in the description box, and I'm also thinking about making like a PayPal or something like that. I don't have Zelle, so if you do want to donate and you cannot Cash App, just send me an email that's in the description box as well, and I will go ahead and move forward with the PayPal thing. With all that being said, if you resonated with this, please drop me a like, comment, let me know how it resonated, and if you're not subscribed, please, please, please come be a part of this butterfly family, because I would love to have you. And until next time, bye guys.